So for those that are keeping track right now of this vlog, you'll notice I didn't put up a vlog yesterday. There's actually going to be 2 up today. I didn't not write yesterday. I just simply forgot to post yesterday's video. Ended up being a very, very long day yesterday, much like today, and I just did not get around to posting it. It slipped my mind. I worked about, I'd say from the time I got up to the time I was back at my house, it was probably about at least almost 16 hours. So just did not get back in time, which is just why I didn't go up. I forgot about it. I literally got to my house, had a snack, and then went right to bed. Yeah, I've talked before about how in the coming months this is probably going to be some of the most challenging time I've had in a while, just because I have so much booked out, so much planned for the end of this year, and with the story, that's still my number one goal. So regardless of all the challenges I face, everything I'm going through, the story is the first and primary goal. That's what's getting done first. After that, we'll worry about the other things. The other things, come afterwards. But this story is getting done. I've talked, I'm not sure if I mentioned it before or not, but one of my favorite films of all time was the film Heat with De Niro and Pacino. There's a scene, it's an awesome scene. It's one I tend to sometimes watch. Like I'll go back on YouTube and actually rewatch the scene. But there's a scene at one point where De Niro and Pacino, De Niro being a bank robber, Pacino being a cop, they sit down in this diner to have a little powwow to try to settle their differences. And at one point, Pacino asked De Niro, "Hey, you've got a girl. If I was to suddenly, appear around this corner here, what would you do?" And he basically says, "I would leave her right there and take off." And Pacino says, "That's pretty harsh." And De Niro says, "That's the discipline." I made a decision a while back when I went after this dream to become a writer, to potentially write full time, that it was going to come with sacrifice. And this type of feeling right now, this exhaustion, this feeling of kind of running around, pushing myself, that's the discipline. That's the punishment. That's the trade-off. If you want to go after something and you want to go at the highest level, you're going to experience hell and you're going to have regrets. Those are the 2 things I can guarantee you. The hell is what I'm going through right now. This is the hell. This is, and it's not really hell, is it? It's not the worst feeling. People go through worse than this. People go through worse than being run ragged for, almost a 16-hour day, running around trying to do, 4 different activities, 4 different things, with your day job, including your day job. So people go through that all the time. But that's the hell. The regrets are what you could have done. The regrets are always, hey, I could have done this, I missed out on this. And that's what happens. Anyone that wants to be the top at anything, that's what happens. You get, you're going to have the regrets. But here's the thing, and this is not a quote that I came up with, but it's absolutely true. Regrets need to be earned. I got to earn those regrets. I got to earn the ability to look back and go, man, maybe I could have done this instead. Maybe I shouldn't have spent so much time working on this and should have spent more time doing something else with my life. You got to earn that. And you earn it every day by pursuing something that is world class, something that you can be the best in the world at. And by no means do I think that I'm necessarily going to become the best writer of all times. I don't think I'm going to become some voice of a generation. But to produce content at a world class level, and for me that is simply getting a book published, getting recognition for it, and I'll be real here, getting the paycheck that a top level author gets. If you want to go after that, you're going to have regrets. You are going to miss out on certain things in life, and that's the trade-off. It's the It's the life I chose, and it's the life that I am loving throughout all this, this sort of tiredness, throughout this sort of, going through this and just feeling some days like crap because I just don't want to do, X, Y, and Z thing, and I got to drag myself to work, or I got to drag myself, to the keyboard at 5 a.m. in the morning. The days, and that's awful. Yeah, I hate it, but I love what I'm going after. I love the pursuit of this. There is a fulfillment in this. There is a feeling that I'm doing something worthwhile. There's a feeling that actually inspires me every day in doing this. And that's worth the hell. To be honest, like I would feel very, very empty if I did not have this. If I was living a very comfortable life and did not have something like this to go after, I'd feel very, very empty. And so that's the trade-off. So I'm back tomorrow. Again, back at the keyboard, continuing through this, come whatever fatigue, whatever challenges, and however busy my schedule gets, I'm back tomorrow at the keyboard.